Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Need something to do with those scraps? Stay tuned. Y'all, welcome to my little crafty corner of YouTube. I am so glad that you are here, and welcome to all of my new subscribers and to all of my new friends. Welcome back to my longtime subscribers and longtime friends. Y'all, I am so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. I'm going to share with you a combination of scraps that I have, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to take those scraps and make something really cute but extremely useful. So I'm going to flip to my overhead camera so that you can get a look at my scraps, and then we're going to make that fun, quick and easy project. Y'all, whether I'm making projects for the channel or friends and family, y'all know that I use a lot of chipboard. So I get a lot of chipboard scraps in various sizes. And I have a lot of scraps that are this size. So I put them in this little holder. This was my prototype for the 3x3 post-it note holder. So I just decided I'd save it and put these little scraps in it. Then I have a whole bunch of white paper scraps because I make a lot of notebooks. So they're in different sizes, which means that I have scraps in different sizes. And y'all, the way that I store these white papers is I just dump them into one of these little 3-drawer Sterilites boxes. And so you can see that I have 2 drawers that have a whole bunch of white paper in it, white paper scraps. So we have all of these scraps and we should start using them. I'm going to show you something that we do on the channel a lot. And y'all, here's what I'm talking about. We're going to make the cutest little 2 3/4 by 5 3/4 inch notebook. We have a lot of pages in here. It's not completely dry yet, so I'm not going to open it all the way, but give this a few hours and it's completely dry. You don't need a machine to make these books. So I'm going to show you a slightly modified technique to making these little books. You can make them in any size that you want. You can make them as thick as you want or as thin as you want, as big as you want or as little as you want. For me, the joy in making a book is actually making a book. And I make the book like this. So I have a stack of white paper. I think I have a piece here that is 5 1/2 by 8, and I have 2 pieces that are 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. Now your paper sizes might vary because your chipboard sizes might be different or your white paper sizes might be different. I let the chipboard pieces that I'm using determine the size that I wanted the book to be, because this was already this size after I had cut it down from other projects. And so I just went with it. So I have 2 pieces of chipboard that measure 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. If you're interested in the chipboard that I use, please make sure that you're checking my Amazon storefront. The link is in the description box. Click on the word more underneath the title bar of this video, and you'll find my Amazon storefront. I will have product links there for a lot of things that I use on the channel. But if I don't have a product link there, it's probably because I didn't get it from Amazon and I don't have a link to offer. And then I have this purple piece of scrap that I'm going to cut down so that we can have this on our book. I really like how this looks because it looks like a true hardbound book. So what I have done is I have added double stick tape to the back of my chipboard. So now I'm going to take the chipboard and I'm just going to place it down like this. And I'll take this piece and we'll place it down like that. Then I'm going to take my finger blade and just cut down the middle of the 2. Normally I do it differently. You will see me place a spine. So now I'm just going to give that a good burnishing to make sure that my tape is sticking. I'm going to take my stylus, press it against the chipboard, and drive it into the paper. And I'll go all around the project. And I'm doing this because if my paper is prone to cracking, this might help minimize the cracking by breaking up the fibers just a little bit. I can't say that it will stop my paper from cracking, but it might help to minimize it. So I am just going to stand this up and fold over. Now I'm going to take my finger blade and we are just going to miter here. And we're going to miter all 4 corners of both pieces. And y'all, when I'm mitering, here is the edge of the chipboard. I'm just cutting in at an angle, making sure that I leave enough paper so that when I fold over this way and I fold over this way, I don't have any of that chipboard showing. So now I'm going to bring in my glue, and I'm just going to use my glue to fold over these side panels because my glue was handy. So I am just putting that down. I'll take this and fold over. Take this and fold over. I need to go ahead and get that stuck. Let's get this one stuck as well. Let's fold over. Y'all, this is simple, but it's cute, and it's a great way to use up your scraps. And I can tell you from my previous experience doing craft fairs, I haven't done one in a while, stationery of any type was always my bestseller. Notebooks, I couldn't keep them. I could not make enough. Books and journals like this, couldn't make enough for the number of people who would want them. I also used to make and sell them at my job in corporate America, and it wasn't like I was asking people to buy them. They would just let me know that they wanted a notebook or they needed a new notebook. People love notebooks of all types and sizes. That's why I like this process, because you're not limited at all on the sizing that you can go with. So I'm just taking this and tapping my edges into my desk. So if I have any little pointies, that tends to round them and helps make it more presentable. So on this one, I have some tape. On this one, y'all, I'm just going to put it down with glue. I'm going to add some glue to the edges. Go around and add some glue here. And we're going to place that down like that. It's a small piece of chipboard, so we really don't have to worry about it warping. Then I'll just go ahead and peel away the tape backers from these pieces. And then I'm going to take this piece and we're just going to put it down like that. Then I'll take my big old spatula and I'm just going to go around my edges, because it really does help to square off that chipboard and that paper to give your chipboard project a nice professional look. So now I have my 2 jacket covers. I can take my paper, put my paper in to make sure that I have a nice little fit this way as well as this way and this way, so nothing is sticking out. I'm going to take a clip and put it there, and a clip and put it here, and I get these clips at the Dollar Tree. So I know that my piece needs to be 3 3/4 inches long, and I am going to make it 2 inches wide. So then I'm going to score at 3/4 inch. I'll take this piece and I'm just going to put it on my book like this, because I'm pretty sure that when I score 3/4 inch again, you can see that it matches front and back. So now I'll flip it over to this side and we'll score at 3/4 inch. So if you're making this book and you're not really sure how to determine your spine size when you get to this point, score once at whatever size you want this to be on the front, then place it down and just fold it a little bit until you get that crease, and that way you'll have a score point when you place it in your trimmer or scoreboard. So now I should be able to take this and we can put it on like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take some glue, put that glue right in there, and then I just like to take my fingers and spread that glue. I'm going to put just a little bit of glue on the covered chipboard paper, and there we have it. So now I'm going to take this piece, we're going to put it on like that. And I'll use my big old spatula to go in because I really want to make sure I'm pressing that glue into all of the paper as well as the hard chipboard. So now I can remove my clips, and I'm going to lay this down because I'm just going to take a little bit of glue, and I'll show you what I did. I placed my glue right there. I didn't place it all the way to the edge. I just placed it right here on the outer edge, so I didn't go to where the spine would be. I'll lay it down like this and get it stuck. Then I'll flip it over. We'll do the same thing on this side. You can see that I pretty much placed my glue right there, and I have all that empty space there. I'm just making sure that my glue is not going to interfere with the inside paper by seeping underneath and going where I don't want it to go. And so now, y'all, we have our second little book. I think that these are just so stinking cute. And I love that it's made with scrap. We use scrap white paper, we use scrap decorative paper, we use scrap chipboard, and we use some scrap purple paper here. It doesn't get any better than this because we are able to take our scraps and make those scraps work for us. I'm going to very gently open my book so that you can see just how beautiful this is. And remember, I said you can make these in any size that you want. You are not restricted on the sizes that you can make with this process. So the only difference is I didn't lay down a spine piece on the inside. I actually took a piece of beautifully coordinated paper and just did a wrap around to have my spine. Easy peasy. But when you give this book time to dry, y'all, you'll be able to open it in the center and lay it out flat without worrying about any of the pages coming undone. This one, I don't think it's dry either. I think we just have to be patient, and I have a lot of patience when it comes to something like this because I want my books to turn out as beautiful as these have. So I think that these would make a great little gift, and I know from personal experience, these are great craft fair sellers. And think about it. You're selling something at your craft fair that was really in your scrap bin, but you're now able to turn it into a profit for you. And even if you don't do craft fairs, you might have an Etsy store or you might have an online store somewhere. Take those scraps, make some little books, make some larger books. So guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this fun, quick and easy way that we can use our paper scraps to create beautiful little masterpieces like this. If you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I hope that today you might consider subscribing. And you know why? Because I would love to have you here. As always, my friends, y'all please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.